Hi, I'm Harold Gutmann here with Steve Wiseman, and welcome to Game Day, Duke and UNC edition. Both teams lost their conference openers last weekend. UNC couldn't stop anyone on defense, and Duke couldn't score on offense, and that'll do it when you play in the ACC. Let's start with Duke. Steve, what were the problems exactly?
It was so atypical of this team to not be able to score. And it's been a hallmark of the program's build under Cutcliffe's great offense, and they only scored 10 points, 1 touchdown. Against Miami, they had a lot of problems with pre-snap penalties, with bad snaps, and they really believe that this was a situation unique to Miami, that it won't be something that will carry over in the future. Duke sure hopes so, because they can't win ACC games with 5 false start penalties and 3 mishandled snaps. But there was a lot of noise down there in Sun Life Stadium. Some of it was naturally produced by the fans. Others, there were some speakers and some extra music being pumped in. So I think that'll be something they should be able to fix before they go to Georgia Tech on the 11th.
Yeah, I could understand why they wouldn't expect much noise. In Miami, it's usually a pretty quiet place.
Right.
But with UNC, it was kind of the opposite problem. They didn't have much problem scoring, even against Clemson's defense. But defensively, for this whole season, they haven't been able to stop anyone. It's not, if it was one problem, they could fix it really easily and just move on. But it seems like it's different problems every week. The first couple of games, it was missed tackles. Like between San Diego State and East Carolina, they missed something like 60 tackles in those 2 games. Against Clemson, they weren't close enough to tackle anybody. Clemson receivers just running rampant down the field, like uncovered. So it was really missed assignments that week. Against East Carolina, a team that isn't really known for running the ball, they let their running back run for over 200 yards. Against Clemson, they shut down the run, but then they let a guy in his first start throw for 6 touchdowns, over 400 yards passing. So it's really a host of different issues, as you'd expect for a team that gives up more yards per play than any other Power 5 team in the country. So moving on to Virginia Tech, which is UNC's next opponent, you'd think maybe it's a different offensive system. It's not like ECU, Clemson, a spread kind of up-tempo offense. Maybe that'll help the defense get its footing a little. Duke has the bye week, so what do you think they're going to focus on during this bye?
Yeah, they had 3 practices this week on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. They went full pad, full tackle, full speed practices because they're getting ready for Georgia Tech and their triple option on the 11th down in Atlanta. So the scout team was working, running that offense. They feel like they got some good preparation. Now they get the weekend off to kind of rest some of those bruises that happened from the full speed hitting in practice. And they'll reconvene on Sunday for a little workout, and then Tuesday they'll start practicing again for Georgia Tech.
Okay, yeah, it's interesting. They say it's an advantage to have the bye before Georgia Tech. It's such a unique offense. Although UNC, I remember 2 years ago, had the bye, and then Georgia Tech put up 68. So sometimes maybe you can worry about it too much. I don't know. But, with UNC, like I said, they're playing Virginia Tech. I talked about defense already. Offensively, I think the matchup to watch is UNC's wide receivers. Now, that is a position group. They're skilled. They're versatile. They have a lot of depth. With Virginia Tech, you'd expect a lot of one-on-one coverage on the outside because Virginia Tech likes to load the box. They like doing their blitzes. So it'll really be incumbent on UNC's receivers to kind of win those one-on-one matchups, and obviously Marquise Williams, the quarterback, to get them the ball in the right spots. So that'll be, and maybe kind of overcome some of their defensive deficiencies. So that'll be something to watch. Steve and I will both be at Virginia Tech UNC for the Virginia Tech game. If you see us, certainly stop by and say hi. And we'll be back here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back next week.